That's not bad. I don't know if I can go much closer. Oh, hang on for 1 second.
A shock, an outrage.
Go here. Sorry, I have to finish getting this set up here. I'm going live on TikTok and YouTube, so I need to kind of get everything coordinated. There, now I'm ready. I'll keep that over here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So we did this one yesterday. And I was getting quite tired. So we decided to stop and come back on today. I'm going to move this a tiny bit just to see if I can get a little bit more of this in here. Oh, there we go. Is that a little bit better? There. Hi, Lavender. Okay, sorry, it's taken me a minute to get going here. But that's good, right? Because I'll be all ready. I'll be all ready. So I've already got my protector sheet in behind here. And this is from yesterday. So I'm just going to, I think we were done everything except the background. So let's go ahead and do the background. Hi, Not to Mama. After I have a sip of my tea. I have a little mug of tea today. That is so good. Earl Grey with honey. Okay, so for the background. Hi, Amy. I'm doing good, Not to Mama. I don't know what colors to do for the background. I'm doing well today. Went for a nice walk. Well, down in my gym, my home gym. What if we tried something different? Hi, Carmen. I'm not sure. Can you hear me on you? Oh, there's nobody on YouTube. I've moved everything around and my microphone's kind of tucked in behind my monitor, so I'm not sure if YouTube can hear me. So this will be the test. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, maybe this like light purple. It's almost like a grayish color. This one here. Let's try it out on this page here. Thank you so much, Rebecca. It's a coloring book. I don't know if if anyone is new that's finding me today, or if you've been here before. But I love coloring and creating grayscale coloring books. Let's try. Oh, that's such a pretty color. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll do this, and then we'll add in some different colors we'll do white for here. You found me on the FYP. Did you find me today or yesterday? Thank you so much for joining. I love when people find me. Thank you, Nancy. So I take my chalk pastel and I gently rub some of that chalk onto a blender of some kind. And I'm just going to press that into the paper. So what I like to do is to go in little circles. Oh, yay. I'm so glad, Rebecca. Thanks, Lavender. This just makes that grayscale background with the chalk pastel come to life. Pardon me. Maybe a tiny bit of like yellow up here too. Oh, I have some people on YouTube now. Hi guys, can you hear me okay? My microphone's kind of in a different position, so I'm not sure if you can hear me okay over there. It's a lot of impact. Oh, good. Thank you, Sunny. Thanks for letting me know. I am in the middle of revamping my coloring space. And when I'm all done, I will give you guys a tour. It just feels so much cozier now. Even cozier than before. And that's the idea. Right? We like cozy. Cute, cozy. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. Thank you, Carmen. Where's my little... I keep a little tiny... I got it from the... Actually, I got it at a garden center. And it was to hold little plants. It had a little plant in it. So, or it could be a little espresso, I guess a little espresso mug. But this is the size of the mug that I actually like. So this isn't going to cut it. So I use it to hold my Q-tips that I use for my books for coloring. Let's add a tiny bit of brown to this tree branch. Isn't he cute? Hang on one second, guys. Whoops. My hubby's texting me. Pardon me. Okay. Let's go. Let's add some yellow. I think it's going to be like sunny yellow in the background. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use that same cotton pad and just rub some of that chalk on there. Thank you so much. And I'm going to add the yellow up at the top. It's going to be like dappled sunlight. Dapple. Such a fun word, isn't it? Dapple. And that's the thing about the chalk pastels is you can have fun with creating different textures or different different looks, right? It's so nice and soft, and it's perfect for the grayscale backgrounds. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. We started last night, and we did most of him. We did him actually, but it was getting late and I was getting tired. So you know how that goes. Oh, you have a very beachy winter? Oh my goodness. Sunny soul. It sounds like you do. We've had so much snow this year. So much snow. Thank you, Nut to Mama. Oh my gosh. That was adorable. Oh my gosh. I appreciate the gifts. It helps actually, any little tiny gifts, even like the little roses or little tiny things, helps to push me to the FYP and find my people. Now that we've kind of done, I might just leave this white down here. Maybe I'll add a tiny bit of the chalk down here. It's not gonna show up very much. Thanks for the heart, me. I'm gonna let's add a tiny bit of, want to add a little bit more of a highlight on our, whoops. Okay, good. I thought maybe I had broken that. I know, so cute. Let's go. So this end has that white chalk pastel. I need to move my light a tiny bit. I need to get the lights dialed in and everything. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that chalk over we had done pencils here and over top of the alcohol markers. So I really want it to be floofy and like Sherpa, like that Sherpa fuzz. So I'm just going in little circles. And then I think I'll add a little bit of brown. Oh, hang on 1 second. Yes. Yes, and awesome. Floofy. Right? Gotta love floofy stuff. Hi, Regina. Okay. I do like to reuse these as much as I can. And I'm just going to gently blend some of that chalk in. I like to kind of like down, and it's almost like patting it in. And that just creates a little bit of a highlight there. It is 12:30 here. I'm going to use dark brown. I know I used pencils last night. But I do like using the chalk pastel, just adds a tiny bit. So right now I'm using chalk pastel over alcohol marker and pencil. It just gives you a nice soft shading. And I'm just using a dry, regular cotton swab or Q-tip, whatever you want to call them. Give it a nice little blend. Hi, Sam. Let's add a tiny bit more white, I think, to his, or maybe a little green. Let's add a little bit of this. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see me. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of this green. I don't even take the chalk pastels out. I just use them in the container, and I just rub the Q-tip or the cotton pad right over top. Let's see what this looks like. And I'm just going to dab it in. I still want it to look knitted, or it almost looks fleece. Looks like a nice fleecy scarf. I like adding texture. There. Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. What about his eyes? I already added in the little glints for his eyes, but I do like sometimes adding a little extra. Just some chalk pastel. Thank you, Jody. Oh yeah, that's cute. A little pink on his nose. I did these with pencil yesterday over top of that alcohol marker. Oh my gosh, that's a little bit better. It's actually the music I'm listening to is actually music that I use an app called Suno AI to make my royalty-free music. Otherwise, I get a copyright strike on YouTube. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of pink along here, along his cute little cheeks. Time for a tea break. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some white highlights for the snow and whatnot. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, you're having a matcha latte. Yum, yum. And I think I'm going to use, again, another Q-tip. Let's start up in the corner. Sometimes it's really harsh. Is that the word? Stark. I don't want it to be too harsh. So I am going to I sometimes like to use my finger, actually. I'm just going to use a Q-tip today, especially where I want things to be like smudgy, snow falling. And I think he's going to have a little like on his hat, just a tiny, tiny bit. Right, and that softens it too without it being too overpowering. Let's just use a finger there. See, I use my finger almost as a stamp, if that makes sense. I know, little Stuart Little. Okay, let's add in these snowflakes. They're already there, but I'm just going to make them a little more white. And this is where you can as well, like really make this, you can make it as snowy, like extra, or not if you want. You have free will. I say this a lot in my videos. You have free will, so you can do whatever you want in your books. I'm going to add some back here too, actually. Got like a fuzzy hood. This is my new book release called Winter Animals. And it's grayscale, so the pages are already appreciated. So when we're done, we're almost done our little Beauregard. And we're going to color our cute little fox making soup. Thank you guys so much. So this is the one we're going to do next. This was by special request last night. So, oh, he's perfect. I don't know that I want to add too much more to him. Maybe just a tiny bit more of the snow, but I don't want to add too much. And if you're new to grayscale coloring, if you check my profile and click into my link tree, I do have free printable pages that you can try out. Gosh, I love tea. Okay, I think he's good, right? Do we think he's okay? We think he's done. Where's my little marker? Here it is. Nope, that's not the one. Oh, I put it back, that's why. Thank you so much, Sunny. And so we started, oh, I did here January 7 and 8/26. Oh my gosh, he turned out so cute. And I really like his little, oh, maybe I'll add a little, maybe I'll add a little black colored pencil. I just feel like his little nostril, after I added that chalk pastel, we lose a little bit of the intensity of some of the colors. So I just go in and add a little black. These are not color by numbers. If you look on the side here, I do track the colors that I use just by using stickers. Where's my stickers? I just use stickers from the dollar store. That way if somebody asks me, you know, what color did you do the scarf or his little Carhartt jacket? I know his little teeths are so cute. Beauregard. Okay, so Beauregard is finished, and let me put down, so we got 60K last night and another. I actually do have UK storefront for in my link tree as well. Thank you so much, you guys. So that's another, we got another, I'm going to put 6 plus 6. Thank you so much, Carmen. And as always, I like to clean off I use a reusable page protector, also from the dollar store. Spray it with some rubbing alcohol. And then I wipe it off with just a makeup wipe or a Kleenex or whatever you got handy. And then you can reuse it. The last one I had lasted a year. But these are nice to use. So we have decided already to do our cute little fox here, making some soup. So I'm going to put our page protector here. Thank you, Jazz. And I do like to clip the page protector in just to keep it from slipping. Sometimes I've had them slip before. And then it kind of does bleed through. Oh, I haven't added it yet to the UK. Okay. If you go to my to some other books there and click on publisher or follow this publisher or more about the author, I can't remember what it says on which one, but it should take you to all of my available ones, all of my available books. Oh, did I not take the other one off? I did. Okay, I'm losing it. That's okay. One will do for now. So for all of you that are new, my name is Dawn, and I color and also put together Greyscale books for art therapy. I use a program called Leonardo AI to render my images, and then I do my editing and build the book in Canva. Okay. Hang on one second. Whoops, I gotta stop that. We gotta take care of a little business here. Hang on. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. So we just finished this guy. We finished Beauregard. And now we're gonna do this lovely little fox. I can't believe I just lost my little clip I had. Because I think I will need it. Thank you so much for the rose. Like, where did it go? I think I need it because it is going to slip around. Oh, there's more. I got more here. Bye, Jody. Oh, Fable, thank you so much. I adore you guys too. So if you ever see me kind of, if I trail off somewhere, it's because I have to do some moderating because we don't do any drama here. You will see that when you stick around. We don't do drama here, so I just have to take care of little business sometimes. Okay, so this is from Winter. And it's on my link tree. And so are some, I'll do this. I'll do my little flow chart. So there's free pages. If you want to try grayscale coloring and you haven't before, check out my link tree and go to digital products. There's free pages there. And my link tree has my books as well. So I'll do this. Books. Isn't that funny? I did a little flow chart. Thank you all for the, I'm seeing a bunch of new followers. Thank you so much. So I am using the Ohuhu alcohol markers, plus pencils and pastels. I'm going to just write pastels here. So I use a few different mediums. If you're printing out your pages, Sunny, I've just used regular, super cheap printer paper, but always, if you're coloring any grayscale or any pages, actually, always put some sort of protector sheet in behind your work, because markers, no matter how confident you are that they aren't going to blend or so they aren't going to bleed, they will. Always count on them bleeding. Okay, where do we start? With her face? Or should we do background up? Let's do her first. You're very welcome, Sunny. Yeah, you don't need to run out and grab new paper. Just use what you have. And you can print them up as many times as you want. I think I've got 30 or so free pages there from my different books. Let's decide. Oh, and also a free swatch chart. I have a blank one of these that you guys can download and use. So that's what I've used to swatch out my Ohuhu markers. And I just keep them in this little folder. That way I can have everything in here. All right, my blends. I have some skin tone blends. I have palettes. I'm still kind of working on expanding my palettes, but I don't know. I think she's making maybe she's I was gonna say rabbit stew, but I think she might be vegetarian. We don't know yet. Let's start with her. Let's start with the apron and then the shirt, and then we'll do her face. Oh, maybe it's oatmeal. She's making breakfast. Okay. Bean soup. It could be oatmeal. I don't know. Sometimes I love that we give like little stories to all these guys as we're coloring them. Okay, let's do her. I think she's going to have a nice, bright, sunny color for her apron. Or, oh, maybe a blue, actually. What about a nice bright blue? What about a PB? Haven't used PB very much. Oh, thank you so much, Stronger. That's so sweet. Yeah, we're here to chill out and have some fun and relax. Let's try P8. I need to clean up after we're done today because all my markers are still out from yesterday. Bean Soup is your daughter's nickname. Oh, I love it. PB8, there it is. Let's see how it looks. I think this is a good start. I think this is like, it's a bright version of that like country blue. Oh, Morgan, that's hilarious. I love it. PB. And I like to swatch out my colors on a sheet. Some people might ask, why are you doing it twice? But I do like being able to try out whatever color I want to use to highlight or shade or whatever I'm using with the pencil or pastel is I can see what it's going to look like there. So it's just part of my coloring process. Oh, thank you so much. I use a program called Suno, and I use that program to make the music so I don't get copyright strikes. And I like kind of like the relaxing, like the Celtic-y or like totally relaxing music. I like using the brush tip alcohol markers. And if you are coloring grayscale books, your medium that you're using has to be transparent. Meaning, if you are adding marker that is not transparent, such as an acrylic marker, that is going to cover all of this pretty grayscale. But you can see when this dries, you'll be able to see all that shading, and like the highlighted areas are going to still show through your marker. Thank you, Tilly, for the heart me. Oh, there's 111 people in here. That's a good number. Hi, Daisy Mom. And also, if you're new here, I'm a little bit chaotic. I kind of go all over the place. Hi, LaDonna. Angela, my markers, I've had these for a year. Oh, over a year. And some are starting to dry out a little bit, but I've been recharging them with isopropyl alcohol. I can't get refills here because I'm in Canada and they don't ship here. So the Ohuhus are probably at this moment, I haven't opened my new package yet. I got my biennials in late yesterday, so I haven't even opened them up yet. I'm going to do a YouTube unboxing and then upload that to TikTok as well. There. And you can see when this dries, it's going to show right through. Thanks for, oh, we're at 11K. You guys are awesome. I'll show you, I'll probably end up using one of them that need a refresher, but I take the tip out and then I drop in some isopropyl alcohol. And where's my little guy? Of course I don't have it handy. You can either use a dropper, or I have a little bottle that has a skinny tip that you can like pour it right in. I haven't noticed that any of them dry out by not using them. This one I've hardly used. It's very, very juicy. So this is a year old, this marker, and it's still quite juicy. Nothing better than a juicy marker. I think her like crockware. Yes, I do have them stored horizontally. So they got to be stored on their side. If you store them like this, one tip is definitely going to dry out. So yeah, store them horizontally for best results. Oh, you're very welcome. That's why we're here. We color, we chat, we share our tips. This is all about stress relief. Oh, do you, Rosemary? Yeah, I'd turn them on their side. I mean, I'm sure it depends how much you use them too. How you're storing them, you know what I mean? Should I just do it? There's a little like tie here. It's all going to be blue. This is, sorry. Sometimes I just make decisions on the fly. And also for the palettes, I don't really choose them ahead of time. I like the page to kind of tell me what colors to use. And also you guys, I like input. Oh, thank you, red hair. This book is, I'm sorry if I missed your comment. It's called Winter Animals and everything is in my profile. Okay. I think she's kind of matchy. So maybe she's going to have like a light blue shirt or maybe a pinky color. Let's look at our colors here. I like her like poofy sweater. It's very nice. What about a nice B050? Or maybe this B250. That's more of a country blue. B250. This is a grayscale coloring book. So you start out with this. I've colored the apron already. And this is what they look like when you add your markers and pastels I use and some pencils. So it's satisfying. It's just a type of coloring book. Uh-oh, now I can't turn my page back. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that. It was B250. Let's see what that looks like. I may already have that one out. B B260, so it must be here. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much. And thank you for asking the questions. Should do pink sweater? Let's look at pink too then. Okay. Let's look at what about this like nice, it's almost like a dusty pink. RV 160. Let's look at this one. Maybe we'll do the cupboards blue. I'll keep that one out. RV 160. Is that what I said? 160. Yeah, I definitely need to put my markers away. Oh, that's cute. YR11. Do I have YR11? YR. I don't have YR11. Ooh, the pots could be that color. I was thinking like red, like what are those super expensive pots? Yeah, I'm going to use this one. This is the RV 160. Thank you so much. Oh, I got Santa Coco. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I don't even know how to say that. Okay, here we go. Cutest pink sweater. Oh, yes, of course. The book is Winter Animals, and it's got this cute little bunny on the front, little ski bunny. And it's called Winter Animals. And I'll show you the back. It'll show you some, that's the eye we colored yesterday. But they're so cute. I love Greyscale books, and I enjoy creating them so much. If you're new here, I do use a program called Leonardo AI to render my images, and then I edit them and put my book together in Canva. All paid programs. Le Creuset. All right, thank you, Amy. Yeah, or a Dutch oven. I think I've refilled this one a few times. Thank you so much. Yes, so is this the one you mean, our little Beauregard? And then I finished the one from the gnomes, my North Pole gnomes. The grayscale, actually, when you're coloring, especially with the alcohol markers, I also like to use pencils and pastels. It's essentially coloring or colorizing a photograph is what it feels like. And that's why I like to use brush tips to make me feel artsy fartsy. And you can see here that when it dries, that shading shows through. Don't get me wrong, I do like sometimes the bold and easy books, but as I got older, I'm Gen X, I wanted something that was a little more satisfying and a little more, I don't want to say grown up, because, that's not the point, but a little more satisfying and a little more challenging. Oh, I don't know. I haven't used, I do have pastel pencils, and they are, where have I put them? I've tidied up, like I said yesterday. Oh, they're down here? No. I have the Color, I use Color pastel pencils and also their colored pencils. And then I have the chalk pastels, the sticks that I use most of the time. But you'll see when the ink dries, even when it's dark like this, you can still see that shading and lighter areas show through. Dawn, I hope to have a review of the new biennials really soon. I just got they arrived late yesterday. So I'm going to do an unboxing and I'm going to try them. I'm actually going to do them on one of my pages. I might do them on that cardinal page I was going to do yesterday. I think that would be fun. And I don't want there to be a straight line here. You can see where there's kind of fluff glowing in the background here around the sleeve. So I do sometimes like use that little thingy. Use like weird little brush strokes. How's that? This marker is also wearing out. I do need a few new ones. I've kind of recharged this one probably 5 times too many. Yes, feathering. Thank you. Feathering. Words are hard sometimes. Okay. Oh, let's make this part of her sweater here. Maybe she's wearing a sweater dress. Yeah, now what kind of a fox are we going to make her? Nobody, you guys, don't talk too loud because Natama's at work. What about a winter red fox? So they're not quite as red. Let's look at some colors here. Oh, let me look up. Oh, I don't have my thing here. I was going to look up some pictures. Okay, good. You have your headphones on. I'm making a mess again. Y10. This one here. And then maybe a little bit. Let's see what the Y10 looks like. E110. Yeah, E110 is nice too. I kind of like the combination of like a brown and an orange. YR7 and E110. Let's look at them. Oh, green eyes. Yeah, we'll give her green eyes. E110, I know I used that yesterday. So it's still in here. Or did I? E110. Oh, it is down here somewhere. There it is. E110. And then we said YR7. YR7. I think that's going to be a nice combo. Let's see what they look like together. That's actually really pretty. And then maybe, I don't have a set time that I go live. So I kind of just, however the day goes, and I don't go live every day. What about this like Y120? It's kind of like an orangey, beigey yellow. Let's see, Y120. Because I think I'll need like a little bit of a lighter color in there somewhere. Whoop. Y120, there it is. Buttercup yellow, let's see. You are, yeah, okay. So I am going to use this one too for like the super little light areas, like her eyebrows. Okay, so these are the 3 colors we're going to use. Oh, is it your favorite yellow? It's beautiful. What is it called? Buttercup yellow. So we're using Y120. We're using YR7 and E110. Oh, yay. Yes, we can color along. So I normally don't keep my lids off for very long. However, when I'm blending alcohol markers together, I do like to have them ready to go. So let's start. I'm going to start with a really, really light spot. Let's start here. Let's start with your cute little chin. And you'll see that these start to really blend in nicely together. The Greyscale books also kind of teach you about shading and highlighting. I do like to start with a lighter color first and then add in our darker colors. And it just gives them a nice soft transition into each other. Sorry, my dad's texting me now. There. Which color there? We'll use this one. feathering. Oh, is my music done? No, it's not done yet. And this is how I like to do my blending and stuff. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks for coming by. It's always so great to see you guys. Oh, why did that stop? Such pretty colors together. And then when I add my pencils, or probably use a little bit of pastels for here, but I will make her nose a little bit. I know I know foxes usually have like a lot lighter here, but I'm going to start with this buttercup yellow. Hi, Den Girl. Thanks, Sarah. Oh, you're sweet, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, we have 172 people here. Yay. This is actually called a Greyscale coloring book. So your pages come already shaded. Adria, welcome. Sorry if I miss your name. Oh, yay. Nothing better than baby snuggles. So I'm going over now the shaded areas with this little bit of a darker color. She's shaping up. And this is just my process. This is how I like to add my colors in. I don't like to go back and forth like this. I like the feathering. When you go over the darker color, so what I'm doing now is I'm putting down that lighter color. And again, I'm feathering. Whoops. I don't want a line to be there, so kind of re-wetting that ink a little bit. These are the Ohuhu brush tip alcohol markers. And we're using a few colors here just to kind of add to the fur. I will be going over with pencil for her face and a tiny bit of pastel. I really want a gentle transition between the two colors, or the three colors. Let me finish her ear on this side. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Adria. Thank you so much. And while that marker's wet, if you like tap on a little bit of a different color of ink, so that really nice red, it's going to softly kind of melt into that color. Oh, I just have a laser printer that I use if I'm printing my digital stuff. And I just use regular printer paper. Let's add some red here. Right, and think about a fox. They sometimes have these, their furs. The fur is different colors. So I like to kind of make them different colors. These are the Ohuhu brush tips. I love brush tip markers. They're my preference. And on this side, here we go. We're starting the other side now. I'm using 3 different colors at the moment, but I will be going over with pencil, with colored pencil and some pastels. Yes, they're alcohol markers. For the Greyscale books, you need to use a transparent ink or medium. So that would be the alcohol markers, pastel, like chalk pastels, or colored pencils. Those are my magic 3. I do have free printables if you're just learning about Greyscale or you want to try Greyscale. I have some free pages available on my link tree, and you can print them up as many times as you want and give it a try and see if it's something you like. So sometimes with the alcohol markers, your blends are a little harsh. Like you will get those lines that kind of don't blend together, and that's okay. And what we're going to do today is use pencil and some pastels to kind of soften up any of those areas. And sometimes you'll see me going back and forth because I do something on one side and I'm like, oh, I didn't do that on this side, or I want to add that in over here. So that's why you'll see me going back and forth sometimes. It's turning out so nice. I love these colors together. The markers will bleed through, and they do blend nice as long as you're getting a quality marker. If you get something that's the cheaper brands don't blend as well. Thank you guys. I love her. Yeah, this feathering is fun. This is the art therapy for me. Oh, we're at 20K. You guys are awesome. And with the Greyscale books too, the shading is more forgiving because there's kind of details there. It's not just a blank page. Yeah, they do. They bleed way more. But I cannot wait to try my biennials. Ah, I can't wait. They just came in yesterday. Late yesterday. So I have not opened them yet. So stay tuned, guys. I've heard they're good. And I'm dying to see how they blend. It is therapeutic. The Ohuhus are up there for being expensive, but you can get a smaller set and kind of, I think I started with either the 72 or the 120. I can't remember now. But they make a difference. You don't need to start out with the biggest set right away. Just find out if it's something you're going to invest in. That's my 2 cents. This part had already dried a little bit, so I'm just kind of reinvigorating it. Oh, how do you like the yeah, I will be doing an unboxing over on YouTube, so I will let you guys know when it's up. Rosemary, do you like them? I'm so excited. Oh, I need to use oh my gosh, I've had these for a year. I have had to kind of reinvigorate some of my markers, but you're going to get your money's worth by buying a better brand. I have used the Chen Rui's, which are also not too bad. They blend okay. Oh, yeah, I can't wait either. I'm so excited. This is a Greyscale coloring book. I'm going to tippity tap some of that other color in there just to add some of that ink into her. Oh, it's kind of bleeding a little bit into her sweater. Light first. So for the fur, I haven't written them out on my stickers yet. I'm using YR7, E110, and Y120. I'm looking forward to trying them, yeah. I'm so excited. You could also use a colorless blender to, if you wanted this to be like white, I'll show you guys sometime, maybe not today. You can use a colorless blender to kind of wet that area, and then when you add your next color, it blends so nicely. Colorless blender, I don't use very much for blending, but I use it to kind of smooth out other transitions, if that makes sense. I don't use it to blend them. I use it to kind of wet the area to make it blend nicer. So this side's a little darker. So this side, I might add a little bit of red or this orangey color afterward. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh gosh, I love her. Let's add some of this brown. The brown, it's like a brownish red. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's definitely, so there's a light here. There's the light sources are on this side. So that's why this side is lighter. And then this side's darker with a little bit of backlight coming from the window. Oh, good. Okay. Okay, Wendy. I colored this. Yeah. So they start out like this. They start out black and white, grayscale. And now I'm using my alcohol markers to, it's almost like colorizing when you're doing the grayscale. And I like to use the brush tip of my alcohol markers and sometimes just tap it in where you want a tiny bit of color. And she's got a little smile. And wait till we add the colored pencil. I actually think I'm ready to get going with the colored pencil, because that's going to make her like so pretty. Okay. Oh, I didn't write out what these are. I'm going to do my little labels. Need to get a new one. The other one's almost done. Thank you. I love them too. They make it so much, like I like seeing how the color palette starts coming to life. Oh, are they good? I'd never heard of them before. Y120 and E110. Hi, Carol. All my coloring besties are here. Okay. Oh, I forgot her. How could I forget? I was so focused on her face that I forgot her hands and her tail. Good thing I didn't put them away. I'm going to start with the light area. Oh, sorry, start with the light marker. Yeah, right? And give her a little shading with the with these colors here. I know the Forest Guardians is so cute too. I haven't done that. I haven't colored from that book in a while. It's been a minute. Help. Actually, let's make her, she's not going to be so light on her hands, right? Because don't they have like black, sometimes black paws? So we'll make these dark down here, dark with this darker brown, and then I'll add in some darker colors. Thank you, Jenna. Oh, are you, Carol? Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for supporting me and my art therapy endeavor. You know what, Cheryl? I haven't tried watercolor pencils, but I just got some and I am going to try them soon. I just don't know when. You know, right? We don't know when. There. Now for her tail. These are the Ohuhu alcohol markers on a Greyscale book. So you can see that the images look like black and white pictures, and then I color them in. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Laura. We have 152 people watching in TikTok and 7 on YouTube. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. We're going to do her eyes green, right? Did we say green? Let's do them a really nice, bright green. I'm thinking, how about this G130 or G050? Do I have G050 out? Because I think that would be nice to have it a little lighter. Do I? G, did I write that right? Yes. Oh, because it's up here. Oh my gosh. What is this, celery green or something? Crescent yellow. G050, sorry. I got the wrong one. This is green. This is, yeah, that's better. Like, why isn't this green? Going over the whole iris, including the pupil, including the little shiny bit. Oh, I missed the dark green vote, but it is still going to look, I know it looks really light here, but because it's the grayscale, it is going to seem a little bit darker. I missed it. Sorry. I missed your dark green vote. And that one was G050 for the eyes. Right? Like it does. But when we add our pencils, it's gonna be nice. Let's see. I have a ton of colored pencils, but I also like to kind of keep my favorites and the ones I use the most in something that's a little more compact instead of my great big huge one. I've actually repurposed my Ohuhu holder, and I'm using it as my pencil case. Let's see, I will be using white, my Brute Fooner, here's a Color, and then where's my other Brute Fooner? There we go. So black, I'm going to use black, brown, gray. And I think I do need to get out some appropriate orangey gold colors. Oh, here's a nice one. I don't want a rusty orange, but I want it to be kind of rusty. I'm weird, I'm sorry. Maybe this one. That's too light. Sorry, I'll be back in once. I'm right here. I'm just kind of got my head down here. Oh, here. Okay, I think I've got some nice colors here. And how about a nice light green for the eye? There we go. Okay. Oh, you got skin tones? Yeah, this is from the dollar store. And I think it's actually a toothbrush holder or something like that. This tea is still warm. It's so yummy. Okay, so I have a bunch of colored pencils here that I'm using, various brands from Color, Amazon Basics, Brute Fooner. I don't know how to say it. So I am going to be using these colors to kind of do her face and her eyes. So why don't we start with her eyes? And you'll be able to see where it's showing up lighter through that alcohol marker. And I like to go in and add this light green over top, but not the whole thing. Just in some spots here. And that's going to make her eyes really, really green. And how about some black? I'm going to add that pupil back in because I did color over it with the alcohol marker. I like to kind of go back in and really define the black or the darker areas. I haven't tried the the Prismacolor. You know what? The Brute Fooners, I have the white and the black of the Brute Fooners, and they're amazing. I'm going to get a dark green for around the eye. Oh, is this one here? Let's try this forest green. Oh, I need to sharpen. I'm going to use my electric sharpener today, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. I think that's good. And look at how pretty her eyes are. Oh, I forgot to add the pupil back in on this side. And a little bit more green. I just like taking time and adding in these little details, and then I'll go blend everything together. I do want this area. I think I'm going to add a little bit of black kind of along her eyes. And again, the feathering or flicking motions is going to mimic the texture of fur. Fur, hair. I use it actually quite a bit in my coloring. Yeah, she's got eyeliner. She's like this cute diva, but not a diva. Thank you so much. And it just defines the area. It separates it from the fur, right? We're giving her a little bit of definition there. Let's do her nose. Oh, what is she smiling at? Maybe she's got a room full of kits who are waiting for their oatmeal. Cheryl, yay, thank you so much. We just like to hang out and color and kind of walk our way through things that we're doing. I do like to share my tips as I go. That's how I learned. Okay, let's blend her eye. I think I want to see how the eye is going to look. And then I'm going to add, so I'm just using a Q-tip to blend that colored pencil in really, really softly. And I'm going to take my Smoother Pro white gel pen, and where those little shiny bits are, I'm adding a tiny bit of this, and it's going to just make her eyes look so cute. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. I just basically am talking as I'm going. Oh, she's looking so cute. This is Winter Animals, right? Look at the difference in the eyes because we added that little bit of Smoother Pro gel pen. That's my favorite gel pen. And where is, I want a little bit of pink. This is my secret, my hot tip for you guys. If you're coloring eyes, I take a tiny bit of pink and kind of go in a little semicircle or a little C along to make it look rounded, and just a little bit of that pink. And then it just looks so cute. Then I blend it. I want it to be soft. Whoops. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's use, this is chrome yellow and desert yellow. I wish they would make colored pencils for blind people or people who don't have great eyesight. Let's put it that way, because I can't read that. Anyway, I'm using Color and Amazon. Nice sharp pencil for the fur. And let's see what it looks like. Sorry, I have to move my pencils. They're in the way here. I don't write down my colored pencils, just because some of them I can't tell what the numbers are. And I use a lot of them, the pencils, but this is what this color is going to look like on the fur. And same with this one. So it is going to stand out a bit. And then the brown. Where's my umber brown? So that's going to help us get the fine details. Oh, and where's my white? The white I'm going to do around her nose. Let's start with that first. Let's start with the white. And sometimes you'll see me twisting or turning the pencil over, and that's to kind of keep a sharper edge so it doesn't soften out too much. I gotta show you guys sometimes. I use like dollar store cheater glasses 99% of the time, but I do have these like, I don't even know if they're used for, I think, people who do like those tiny model cars or like the dioramas or whatever. So I do have those, and they do help, but sometimes they get hot. I menopause, so everything's hot. Oh, hang on 1 second, guys. My dad's texting me. Oh, menopause has been so insanely hard. And after I had my heart attack, I was taken off of my HRT, and that kind of like made it worse. Anyway, I'm looking into getting back onto it because I'm still having hot flashes. It's like my body can't regulate temperature. Oh, look at her cute face. And I love how the white pencil shows up on the darker marker. Ro, what were you asking? I can't see all the comments, to be honest, because I've got my face in a coloring book. And if you guys are unsure of the colors you want to use or anything like that, use a reference picture. I'm going to do that, I think, for when I do color my cardinal. I'm going to pull up a picture. So I like to sometimes use a reference picture. And sometimes I don't, because I like to just color and be present in the moment. See, and adding these little hairs just makes it so much softer. And you can almost color correct. So if you don't like an area, thank you so much. We have 113 people in here. Thank you, Pamela. Now let's add some of this orange back in. So I do like to layer the colors. So that's why you'll see me adding like 6 different colors for the fur. Because I want her to be like, she got the fur going on. She looks after her family. She looks after herself. What else are we going to say about our cutie patootie little fox? Oh, this is a good color. And let me show you guys here. You watched my live for 500 minutes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Okay, so here, I just wanted to show you guys, if you don't like something that you've colored with colored pencil, I'm going to take my handy dandy eraser. I put where? Oh, here it is. And I'm going to erase it. It's not going to erase your alcohol marker, but you're going to be able to kind of soften it up and fix it. I've been coloring for a long time, most of my life, but I really started coloring the Greyscale books probably about over 6 months ago. Oh yeah, that's better. This is just one of those like white erasers. It's a Stadler, so it's like this white eraser, but it's in the pen form. So it's easier for me to store. It's not getting lost anywhere. And I can keep it with my pens, or my pencils, I mean, my pens. You're very welcome. Now with our light coming in here, I'm going to add me in yellow. You guys know me in yellow. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of these hairs are glowing. Her little fur. Uh-oh, sounds like my doggy's going to bark at somebody down the street or somewhere. Thank you so much, Kendra. Okay, let's finish this side. I'm gonna finish this ear and then we'll move on to the other side. I know I did her like around her eye a little bit. And you can see that this part of her ear is darker, and that's because the light source is coming from this side. So this part of her ear is in the shadow. Thank you for the follows, everyone. I'm seeing lots of new besties. What was that other color I wanted to put in here? Ooh. I don't even know what this color is anymore because it's so teeny tiny. But just to, it looks like when I was adding that marker, it was kind of blunt. So this is kind of like a gold or an umber. There, that makes her ear look better. And floofy. Maybe like the floofs. And then the white colored pencil just allows you to add in a few nice little wispy highlights. Do I need another tea break? I think I need a tea. What time is it? 2? I'll probably get her done today, and then I'll have to come back and do the background. I'll probably do maybe the soup bowls, or I think she's going to be making oatmeal. I think that's kind of where she's at right now. She's making oatmeal for her kids. Oh, it's 11 there. Yeah, it's 2:00 p.m. here. And the thing about pencils is you can smooth out some of those marker transitions and really make it look like it's flowing naturally. Flow. We like the flow. Thank you, Neil. I think we need a little bit of brown in there. Just a tiny bit. I love feathering. It just adds so much. And then when I'm done, I'll probably give it a nice little blend. So it looks soft, but still, you can still see all those little hairs. But it just blends that colored pencil in a tiny bit. Oh, this is a good color for that morning sun kind of shining on her fur. That's actually better than the other one. Oh, that's me. That's my account that I'm watching from. And sometimes I throw a couple little likes in there. It just gives her so much dimension. Thanks for looking out for me though, Wendy. Because you never know, right? You never know. Oh, that's the brown. I thought I was using black, but I think the brown's actually going to be probably better. Thank you, Lola. Okay, let's go with this color. And I just have fun adding in the different shades that we picked out, especially to make her look sweet and cute and cozy. Thank you for the necklace. There's that yellow. I think I want to make sure that this stuff here, like you can see that little wispy stuff on the outside of her ear. I want it to be like golden sun color. Oh, and maybe I'll add a tiny bit of white up here too. It's like the golden sun is shining through her fur from the back. Hi, Demi. Demi, sorry. You're not at work. You're not hiding. Yes. Did anybody find me on the FYP today? Let me know if you're new, and then I'll give you a little introduction. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Isn't she turning out sweet? I know this looks bright here, but I'm going to layer it. With my other colors. Oh, I like this one. So FYP is your feed, the For You page. You guys are new? Yay! Oh, look at all of you newbies. Guess what? You're my new besties now. We're all besties. Yay, I'm so glad. So glad you guys found me. And as soon as I'll finish this little part up here, and then I'll explain what I do here. A little bit more here, I think. So my name is Dawn, and I color for art therapy. I started about 2 years ago coloring, and I found that the grayscale, as I got into coloring more and more, for me, the grayscale was super satisfying and kind of the direction I wanted to go with my coloring experience. And I started using a program called Leonardo AI to render my images, and then I hop over to Canva and I do my editing and all my book editing there. And then I've uploaded my books. Thank you so much, Shannon. Oh, you guys are so amazing. So I say we, and I mean my followers and anybody in my live. This is a safe space, and I don't tolerate, not that any of you guys are doing it, but I don't tolerate any negativity. I love answering questions, but we don't have time for drama here, so there's no drama llamas. No drama llamas. Oh, I don't save them, but you know what I can do is I'm going to start, I know I said this last time, I think last year, I said I was going to start really uploading my completed pages so you can see what colors I used or use them as a reference. Let's make her chin. Okay, so what I want to do here, oh, sorry about that, it's my dogs. Yeah, no bullying. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm using a combination of, I have Amazon Basics, I have Color, I have, what else am I? Oh, the Brute Fooner. So I'm using a kind of a combination of colors or of pencils. Nice to meet all of you guys. There, I think that's good for her chest. Let's give her a little white down here. She's got little whiskers coming out of her. She's maybe menopause too. Nice to meet all of you guys. Oh, thank you so much. The light colors just look so nice over top of that. The other dark colors and the alcohol markers, they really show up nicely. I do have some tutorials. I'm actually in the process of doing a series that I haven't started yet, but I'm just kind of prepping more like instructional stuff. So yeah, there are a few on there, but also my live stream replays are all there. So remember earlier when we said her nose wasn't quite white enough because we use that light color? You can go over with your pencils and make it a nicer color or the color that you want. It's just really, I use the alcohol markers to base. That's really mostly what I do with the markers. Let's add some white up here. And I think we're going to move on soon to her. Oh, let's do a little bit here. Sorry. And sometimes I'll go back over and over after I'm done, or I think I'm done. I sometimes go in and keep going. I like to keep going sometimes. Okay. Oh, I think she's pretty good. Let's do her sweater. Now, thinking I'm going to use for her sweater, and let's do, before we get too far, while I have these colors out, I'm going to do her hands and her tail. Oh, on this side, yep. Right? Like, and that's the thing. I'll go back and I'll be like, oh, I don't like that, or I want this to be whiter here. And I just go over as many times as you want. Thank you guys so much. This is the umber gray. I'm going to use that for here. I'm following the shading from the book, and I'm just adding a tiny bit of colored pencil, dark colored pencil in that shadowed area. And my tip for you guys also, and I've said this a few times in my videos, is if you are wanting to separate something from something else, give it a shadow. Give it a little shadow. So I just did that little one around here and around the fingers. And then I just kind of blend it out a little bit with a Q-tip or whatever I'm using. So this is shadowed, sorry. This is the shadowed side. Thank you, Zuba. Right, so I'm just adding a tiny bit of the darker pencil. I do all the time, Evelyn, and actually I'm going to use the chalk for our for her clothes. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. More tea. I need more tea. And how about back here too? So because I want it to still kind of look furry and fuzzy for her tail back here, I'm going to use that feathering. Don't ever leave. And then you kind of just layer the colors until it's looking how you want it to look. So yeah, these are the 3 mediums I like to use: the alcohol markers, and then our pencils that I'm using now, and then the chalk pastels that I'll be using momentarily. And a little pencil over top makes such a huge difference. And same with the charcoal or the pastels, the chalk pastels. I'm going to use this. Just going to use a cotton pad, like a little makeup pad, to blend in the pencil. It's not going to do anything over your alcohol markers, but it is going to soften up your colored pencil. Now, I don't want to take it all off. This isn't going to erase your pencil, but it's going to soften it so nicely. Nope, I did not finish my blanket yet. I might do some tonight. That's why I came on this afternoon because my hubby will probably watch something tonight. I'm not sure what, but don't quit coloring ever. Never, Sky. And you got to do it for you. Okay, let's get out. These are the chalk pastels I use. And a Q-tip over here. Let's use this nice bright pink, and then maybe this like fuchsia to really add in the shadows and stuff. And then maybe a tiny, I'm not sure what else to shade, but we'll figure that out. And then a little bit of white along the top here. All right, just taking a little bit. Putting a little bit of that chalk on my Q-tip. And let's start over here. Chalk pastels are literally the easiest way to add to your coloring pages. Literally the easiest. I think these cost me maybe $25, and I use them every time. And I don't have to seal it because I'm not putting the the chalk right onto the page. I'm kind of pushing it in with my blending tool, which is a Q-tip. A little bit here, and you'll see once we blend it out that it's going to smooth all nicely together. So I do like to use both pencils and the chalk pastels for my detailing. Let's use that fuchsia. I'm going to use the fuchsia for the shadows. So I'm just going to, oh, I forgot this little part back here. It's very similar, but I think it's going to give us enough definition. Thank you, Caro. Where did my little smudgy thing go? Okay, so I'll show you now. So this side's all done, but when you blend that chalk pastel in, it softens right up. Yes, so the darker goes in the shadows. And I use the lighter color kind of wherever I want it to be lighter. And sometimes I go over with a little bit of black. I've never sealed any of my coloring with pastels because I'm not putting the actual chalk onto the paper. I'm using my blender to do that. or a Q-tip or a cotton pad or whatever I'm using. You can though, if I've never sealed my work. So I did just pick up some fixative, but I haven't used it yet. So I don't know how it reacts to the alcohol marker, to the pencil. So I will be trying that sometime, but just not sure when. Okay. You're very welcome. And also when I blend it in, I'm kind of taking off any excess chalk and also blending, like kind of pressing it into the page almost. Oh, does it? Okay. That's good to know, Evelyn. Thank you. Okay. I think I do want a little bit of like a more intense shadow. So I am going to use a tiny bit of the black chalk. And that just re-intensifies your shadows that are there. Okay. Maybe a little white too? Let's see. Okay, half an hour more and then I've got to go. I know I spend a lot of time on some of these little details, but this is what's fun for me. Oh, thank you so much, Stronger. Sorry about my dogs. Probably tomorrow or this evening, depending on what's happening. And you can use chalk pastel on any of your coloring pages, even if you're using the Bold and Easy. Any. You can use them for any page. I think I'm going to use this light blue for her apron, and then probably the black for the shadows. I've had these for about 4 months now. They last a long time when you use them like this. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of this highlight blue. Whoops, wrong one. So you can see where the shadows are and the light parts are. So I'm just adding some of this chalk to the lighter areas. And just think of the fold of the fabric. All right, I'll make it go up here a little bit there. It looks sloppy, but trust the process. It's my motto. Don't freak out, it's coloring. Now go in with that black. No, nobody colors my books. My hubby is like, everybody's supportive. My sister has, actually. I digress. But my son, who's 20, wouldn't color if he had to, which is fine. This is kind of my jam. This is my thing. Aw, not the mama. Thank you. Okay. Let's give that a blend. You can use whatever kind of blending tool you have. I do have some blending stumps, but I do prefer actually to use the cotton pads because I want a little bit more precision. I know I just went over and added in the chalk pastels, but sometimes I like to add in some little extras with my pencils. And then blend them in as well. So if you are using pencils, just think about pencils are precision. And they will give you more of a precise highlight or shadow, whatever you're using them for. The pastels are going to be soft. So I think about it as precision pencils, soft pastels. And that kind of, that helps you kind of wrap your head around some of the uses for them. And that's why I like using both together. Thank you so much, Shannon. And the other thing I like doing, if you've been here before, you'll hear me say this a lot. If you want to separate something from something else, give it a shadow. So around my little buckles here, or whatever they are, tiny bit of pencil. And even here, tiny bit of pencil. Let's make this stitching here. I don't use oil-based pastels with my books, so I don't know how the pencils, I don't know what you'd need to use. There, we gave the bow a little bit of extra oomph. And see, I want the her apron to be separate from her stock pot, her oatmeal. All right. And again, I like to blend. Thank you, Not to Mama. I got to keep all my junk over there and the new stuff here. I'm going to have to refill my little tool smudging holder. So you can see how when you blend that in really gently, I have stuff all over my hands. It just gives it that subtle, soft look without being overpowering or, you know, having all those lines. I want them to be soft. I'm going to do the same for her sweater. White and then probably a gray. Some people might think it's counterintuitive to layer the pencils and the chalk pastels. It's definitely not necessary. Just do whatever feels good for you. Thank you, Nick. Oh, sorry. These are just the wax base, the soft core pencils. I thought you were asking about the oil pastels. I love the Brute Fooners. I have the Brute Fooner in the white, which is what I'm using now, and the black. I don't know if the one I'm using is a Brute Fooner. I think, oh yeah, it is. Okay. Hi, Jules. I know her eyes. Aren't they pretty? Ugh. I'm just adding a tiny bit of a shadow or accentuating that shadow that's under her collar here. Oh, I was saying earlier, if you want to separate something like her collar from her overall, not her overalls, her apron, add a tiny shadow to it, like tiny. And then I like to blend it all in, and then it softens right out. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, Ellen. Start wherever you're comfortable. But if you're new to Greyscale, check out my link tree. I've got free pages there. I have a bunch of free printables, and that's where the links to all my books are. But if you want to try it before you kind of get started, or just to see if you want to even try Greyscale, yeah, check out my link in my profile. Thank you, Not to Mama. Oh, you're so sweet. A little bit of a shadow. If you are coloring actually a grayscale book, it's not necessary to actually go in and add some shadows and extra highlighting, because the markers do that for, or the page kind of does that for you. But that's kind of what I like to do. I like to go in there and have some fun. Oh, what are you eating? What are you eating? What are you eating, puppers? Did Ethan give you a treat? Thanks for the heart, me. So when for the grayscale, it's actually almost like a shading hack, because let me see. Oh, here's another kind of close up. So if you just added, say, like a light pink to this whole thing, it would still show all these shadows. So really you just want to add, if you're highlighting and shading, you want to add a lighter color to like this area here that's super, super light, and then a darker color where it's dark. And you can kind of use different colors. I use gray, I use black, just kind of have fun trying to figure out what works best for the page that you're doing, or for your level of confidence. Like, just try. It's fun, and it's like instant gratification with the grayscale. But yeah, if you wanted to try it out, feel free to print up a few pages. I've got like 30 or something, I think, on my link tree. There. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, hi, Mama G. Right, she turned out so good. I love her little face. And as I'm kind of looking over this page later, I'll probably still go in and add more little hairs. I just find it so, like, I find this, like, adding in the feathering is so satisfying. I don't know if it's I don't know why. But that and stippling, so the little dots. I know. So yeah, it's just the standard wax soft core. I don't even know if the Brute Fooners are soft core, but the Amazon Basics ones that and the Color are all very similar, but they're all good. Right? Like, I could do this all day until it's exactly how I want it. So cute. Okay, you guys. So 2.5 hours. I've been on for 2.5 hours. So I think what I'll do is I'll pause here now that we've got her all finished for now. And I'll probably come back on either later tonight, like after dinner, or tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time tomorrow. It'll probably be around lunchtime again tomorrow, which is Eastern Standard Time. Right, so this is marker first. We used these colors in the marker. Oh, I didn't write down my G number there. So these are the markers we used, G050. And then I used pencils and pastels over top. But the Ohuhu markers is what I base everything in. Yeah. Oh, she's turning out so cute. Yeah. I think this will be it for this afternoon, and then I'll try and come on a little later. If not, I will be back tomorrow and we can continue with our sweet little fox. Oh, and I'll show you what one I'm going to color when I open up my new biennials. I got some biennial markers. Here, this is the one I'm going to be coloring from Winter Wonders, which is all just cozy winter scenes. And this is the one I'm going to color. I cannot wait. I can't wait to open them. The eye, we use this G050, and then I used 2 different colors of pencils, or 3. I used these 2 greens, and then the black to do her pupil. And then I used, where is my Smoother Pro? I use a Smoother Pro gel pen to add the highlights back in. I color over everything and then add these back in. Right, thank God for backups. And the secret tip I have for you guys and eyes, I'm going to move this a little closer so you can see it a little better. In the corner here and here and here, I use a tiny bit of pink, and then I blend it out. And that just makes the eyes look like they're real eyeballs. Not real eyeballs, but, you know, it just makes them more lively. Okay, you guys, I'm going to write this down that we started this one. This is TikTok and YouTube. And we got to 40, I'm going to put 46K. Yay. And we will name her next time. All right, my friends, welcome to all my new followers and my new coloring besties. And thank you to my longtime buddies who always come back and watch me again. Call her Rita. That was my grandma's name. I love that. She does look like a Rita. Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. Thank you, Caro. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope to catch up with you a little later on today, or I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.